Many thanks for joining us again on the U45 Morning Show. This is SuperScreen Television. And earlier on, I told you that we'll be having a hot guest in the house, and we have the world best Opeyemi Ogunlami. He's a political, he's an activist, okay? So he is the Take It Back coordinator for Kushofe local government. And today we'll be talking about Oworonshoki Demolition, finding common ground between authorities and residents. So let's make welcome the world best,
thank you,
the activist. Guest is on the show. So let's welcome our guest to the show. So do you have anything to say, Mr. Opeyemi?
Well, I would just say thanks for having me here.
Okay, we are glad to have you.
And then I will say thanks for giving Oworonshoki a space at the same time.
Okay.
Thank you. That's all right. I was saying.
So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So we want you to be free, want to ask you some questions, because our viewers are they are confused. What is happening in Oworonshoki? And today demolition, tomorrow demolition, and people are asking questions, and they said we must get you on set so that you share more light on what is happening in Oworonshoki. So can you tell us what are the main reasons behind Oworonshoki demolition by the authorities?
Well, before this time, we've been on it since 2023.
2023.
We've been on the demolition, and before 2023, in the last 20 years, I think the whole of Oworonshoki had prepared for this demolition. I won't say the whole of Oworonshoki. Let me just say the political class in Oworonshoki.
The elites.
Yes, they had. I won't call them the elites. Most of them are just footstools to the politicians. So once politician gets to the office, whatever they want to lay hand on, they use their footstool. They pass wrong information to them, and then they spread it. Once they spread the information, when the time comes, their footstools in the community would have dispersed the information, and then the community are aware of it. Before this time in Oworonshoki, it had been that we received the notice that under 7 days, people around the waterfront area should leave, and then they only put a sticker somewhere, and people saw it. But unfortunately, when the people will come under a period of 7 days, they came in 2023, they started demolishing houses, and then we felt, as they said online,
without
that it was
them being given enough notice.
No, 7 days.
7 days.
So we felt it was just shanties, as they said online, until they started getting into the streets. And we felt like, no, this cannot continue like this. Our fathers were appealing to task force. If they take a shot of the event, they seize their phones and all. So I was asked, because I also reside in that community, I have my business in that community. And then I have contested for House of Assembly in that community as well.
So
in
you
Kushofe.
are honorable.
So as they say.
Let us address you as honorable.
No, I think it's just an accolade
so those
for
are the pictures.
This is just in 2025. So we saw that we cannot just keep quiet. I moved into the community, and I took 2 media people with me to capture the event. As they were doing that, the task force met me there with their Black Maria and all. So when they came, they started harassing people, and I said, well, who are you? I said, I'm a community journalist. I want to take events of what's happening. They said, who gave me the permission? And I said, I don't need permission to perform my duty.
So, as a journalist?
They said, I will arrest you. And I said, well, I don't care about arrest. That's, if you want to demolish one house here today, you have to kill somebody before it does. So
where was
that? Country. That was in 2023.
That's in 2023. Yeah. You confronted them.
Yeah. So I said, you have to kill someone before you do this. We feel this is illegal. You can't just give people 7 days notice before this thing happens. So I was boggled into the Black Maria, and then I was taken to State's task force. Then it was Jejeloye who was the task force head. So when we met at the task force, after some humiliation to the person they carried with me, they arrested with me, they humiliated him, and my own turn, I didn't allow that. They could not. But they took me to the office of Jejeloye, and he was saying that he does not want any uproar. I should not go and incite those people. That was the word he used. He said, don't go and incite them. Let our people work. And I said, I'm not stopping them from working. I only want to capture the event. So he paid my transport back to the community that day. And I went straight to the community to tell the people that, no, this demolition, they must account for it. If government will truly be accountable, we must account for it. So they suspended it until this time. And actually, we have heard that they are coming, because during the local government election, they appealed to people to vote for them, that there won't be demolition. We told the people they were coming. But you know, Nigerians
so these are the same people that voted them in?
Yes, they regretted it now.
No, but there are different accounts to this event.
Okay.
Initially, the government said they were not aware, as in this particular demolition that took place. I say we saw some denial where they said government was not involved, and now later the same government. So what do you think is playing in this matter? What is really happening? Is it the government or the monarch?
Okay, let me register the monarch to be the former vice chairman of the local government. With this current chairman, he was the former vice to this. So when the father, after the father's demise, he left office, resigned, and became a king. So I will not say it's not the government. It is the government, but government does not want to have a face. But the idea is, you know, even Sanwo-Olu in office there was put there by Godfather. And then there are other forces that are behind them that even the governor cannot confront. So those people are the one carrying it out, because nobody would have ordered task force. If you are saying, if they say it's not government, then who is the task force? Is it not part of the branch of government? So it is evident that the task force was there, and everything is online. Till date, Sanwo-Olu hasn't said anything. The governor of Lagos. Till date, the local government chairman is saying they know nothing about it. Till this moment, House of Assembly is saying they know nothing about it. Meanwhile, we led a protest to them in 2023. Even in 2025, people led a protest to them, but there was nothing. Even the chairman of the committee set up on this demolition, as at 2023, Akinson Yamoid Nuruddin from Motion Constituency 1, he said, go and appeal to your king. That was the statement, go and appeal to him. And the king was saying he does not know anything until Jedialoye came and presented the letter. The king wrote to task force, inciting that area is a criminal hideout. The people that rob from Third Mainland Bridge to Alakwere, that's where they come. So we proved that to be wrong, that it's all lies.
How sure are you that that place is not a criminal hideout? I
live in the community.
Okay, you live around that place.
I live in the community of Oworonshoki, and I've been there since 2001, 2002.
So
my secondary school was there, my university days there.
Okay. So you are putting it categorically clear that that place is not a criminal hideout.
It's never a criminal hideout.
It has never been a criminal hideout.
No.
Okay. All right. So give any question. Okay.
It's a whole lot of conversation, so we're taking it bit out of it.
Okay.
Once again, I say a very warm welcome.
Thank you.
And being that you've been someone who has lived within the community, so you can tell the better feeling of the communities than anybody elsewhere. So from your own end, how do you think the people of Oworonshoki have been taking this new developments that is going on within them?
The people, at first, the people had nowhere to go. They felt helpless. But with the involvement of Take It Back, we felt Nigerians should not be slapped and be rubbed in the mud without resisting oppression. So when we came up, we started making findings, and we discovered at law school, Lekki, and on Third Mainland Bridge that we had an advert there. They call it the Elite Villa. Oworonshoki Waterfront Elite Villa. Oh no, this should be a reason. So we started moving at that. We saw that the 500 square meter for that estate will be 60 million. Just per square meter is 120 million. 1,000 square meter would be 120 million. And we felt like, no, this cannot be. If government can be accountable, then we will go ahead. What is the Elite Villa? Nobody could give an answer. Within the period of 1 week, they went to law school, they went to terminal, they removed all the advertisements from. And then we dig deeper. As we dig, even till now, we're still digging, and a lot of facts are coming out. As we dug deeper, then we saw that they've opened the villa, and then the advert is on TVC. They called TVC, they did the ceremony and all. A king came from Ekiti, and we started uncovering the investors in that side. So we started making noise that, no, we will not let this one go scot-free. People cannot be living in this place for the past 30, 40, 45 years of their lives, and you feel that you will
just come and
just dispossess them of their possession, and you want to build your own estate in the name of you are a king. No. And we started putting everything. Constitutionally, a king is just a ceremonial head. So take care of your community. You don't have any power to call tax force.
I have a trivial question on this.
Yeah.
Now, this is the king that was probably installed by the people.
Not by the people, by the government.
Oh, no. Let's leave the government aside on this. Because the king is ruling over the community.
Yeah.
Is ruling over the people of Oworonshoki.
Yeah.
Now, if the king is removing the people of Oworonshoki, now, who is he going to rule over if the people in Oworonshoki are being taken out?
Well,
what do you think? What is the rationale behind that?
You know, Nigeria got to a level where we imprisoned ourselves in this country. The king does not have a power of its own. He got the power from the top. He is a close son to the president.
A very close
affinity. Very close, and is close to Sheikh Tinubu and all. Now, the idea now is we have imprisoned ourselves into one party state, and people a kind of a game money trying to take control. Now, the mega city of Lagos, let me start from there. That mega city of Lagos is not an inclusive city. It is a city without the poor. So if you have a state that is planning for the rich and for the elite without including the poor in their plan, then that state cannot exist.
Development.
And because most of the development in a state, in any state, comes from the poor. In Nigeria, generally, comes from the poor. So you want to eliminate the poor and sell the land to the rich. Now, the same thing is happening in Oworonshoki. The king wanted elite villa and all sort of, he had sold to all sort of investors, and the poor had to be evicted. That is in line with their elite villa in the state. What do I call it now? The mega city of Lagos State. Propagated and founded by today's president Tinubu, and it had been in plan for long. Their children are growing older into the system, into the vision that the president has given to them. So all kings, you will see all over now.
So that's even what I want to say. That
all over now.
The local government
There's a king in Ekosi doing the same thing. Kings are just dominating everywhere as if we are becoming second-class citizens in this country.
In our own country.
Yes, in our own country, and we cannot just keep quiet like this again. So if the king evicts the poor, he wouldn't even rule over the elite class. He wants to rule over his own palace. He wants to have dominion. So far money is coming in, no problem. At the detriment of the poor populace. It's so sad.
So now, from what I've heard, what you've been trying to explain to us, the timing was very short for the people who were shaking.
So that means the people were not.
The government is actually doing the right thing by making it as a short notice, because a lot of people were displaced, a lot of people, and I noticed a lot of people living at Oworonshoki majorly are average people. There are people who are surviving, just let us keep going, and majorly houses there, you can get it a little bit cheap within the state of Lagos. So what do you think? Do you think government should have actually done better? That's from your own end. What do you think they should have done?
If there will be any developments in any community, what is expected of a responsible government is to engage with the community. If truly that development is a development for the people, you engage them. Tell them the vision you have as a leader. Speak with them. Let them see reasons for this and that. Then if it pays them, fine. You have to come to the negotiation table and engage the people. Then they will let you know how they come in and what they may be able to do.
Yes.
So you cannot come as a government and you feel that you can impose. And this one, government is not even saying anything. It's better this thing happens during the military era. It's better. We will say we are in the military system of government.
Okay, so let's the action has been taken already. And now we hear about compensation. So what do you have to say on the compensation exercise going on? Are the people really compensated? And what rate is the compensation? As in, are they giving them full funding that, okay, now your property has been valued to be like current market now, maybe 20 million, or your property is supposed to worth 20 million, and each landlord or landlady is given according to the value of the property, being compensated at that rate.
Yeah.
Is it done?
Number one, what you call compensation isn't a compensation. It's a charade to the media. The people you see, I would like you to go, if you have access to watch the video of the town hall meeting at the King's Palace. Go and check the number of people seated and check the number of people
that their houses
that are available when they quote it as compensation. It's not compensation. They went to people who are their loyalists. They paid them out to come to the King's Palace. They had no choice. They went there. When they went there, they started showing them receipts, 250,000, 300,000, 500,000. And then people that are loyalists, that are CDA, APC CDA chairmen, they gave them 3 million, 5 million, depending on their structure. And then a plot of land, I wouldn't even say a plot. The estate they want to build is sold per square meter 120,000.
120,000.
And the least you can buy is 500 square meter. That's 60 million. If you sell my property to a private investor who is your own investor, you should be able to settle landlords about 30 million, 40 million, even more than that. And those men are aged. They are 70 upward. In fact, they don't have, some of them are dying now. In fact, some are died as a result of this demolition. Some are died, and I can recall that people, I can mention names of people that have died.
Now, what do you think should be done to stop the government of the action they are taking right now, so that justice should be given to the landlords whose houses have been demolished?
Let Sanwo-Olu address the state. First thing, let Governor Sanwo-Olu address. He hasn't addressed Lagosians, number one. Number two, I will need to state clearly here that they are only using government apparatus, government institutions against the people. They have impoverished Nigerians and Lagosians. Lagosians cannot reason straightforward. They are hungry. A man from those people whose houses were demolished, a man said, when they questioned him, why did you go to collect this? The man said, on the day they demolished my house, I fainted, I landed at the hospital. If I had died from there, that's the end of me. He said, we are fighting this battle. They came to me to come and collect. If I collect this 500,000.
500,000?
He said, if I collect it, I can still go to Ogun State to rent an apartment. I am not at loss. Then I will see how to pick up the pieces of my life.
Now, that's
a weapon. Poverty had been weaponized against the people. So it's, in fact, at this time you should have seen that it's glaring all over Nigeria that education became, and it had become so expensive. If the only error,
those that are not even educated now say that education is a scam.
Yeah, the only error this government had made is for people like us to be educated. Because if the children of the poor are educated, they will be able to resist the shenanigans of the government. Our people had been impoverished and they've weaponized poverty. They can't think straight. So people that were called to come, they will go. Even if that money, some people have used it to hit. There's nothing to go for. Some people are squatting in a church.
Now, the irony of it all is that you are a landlord in the today, and you sleep and wake up, you are no more a landlord, you are now a tenant. So you said earlier that you want His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, is an appeal for him to say something about this incident that is happening, not only in Oworonshoki, but it's in all local government areas in Lagos State. So we are going on a break now. When we come back, our guest is still in the house. So please stay with us, because this is an important issue. If you don't have somebody that is affected, maybe your friend who might be affected, your
Sure.
sister, or anybody. You don't even know where they are coming to again. So please stay tuned. Let's go on a short break. We'll be back quickly. Stay with us. Okay. All right. So let's continue since the producer does not want us to go on a break. Okay, so can we continue the discussion? All right, so what measures can the government take to balance the development goals with the welfare of affected citizens? Apart from the 500,000 naira, 200,000 given to them, what do you think the executive governor of Lagos State, the Oba of Oworonshoki, and all the people involved, what do you think they should do to balance the situation?
If anyone would do anything to a situation, a deteriorating situation, the person should first take up responsibility for it. As I am talking to you, the Oba of Owo is still saying he knows nothing about it.
The government knows nothing about it.
Yeah.
The Oba knows nothing about it. So who?
The Oba is saying
it
is government's land.
Okay.
And government isn't saying anything up to this moment. And then we also found that there's a document. We found out that the previous king defended the territory of Oworonshoki when Ambode was a governor. Because when Ambode was a governor, that government wanted to take 66,123 hectares in Oworonshoki.
That's when Ambode
was the governor, yes. At about 66,123 hectares in one area, and 5,171 or thereabout hectares, but 5,000 plus hectares in Oworonshoki. The king wrote, the governor,
that is the
late king, the father of this present king, wrote that governor explaining reasons that shouldn't take place. And that was just a revocation of CFO land from people. Said, no, if you do this, who would I rule over?
Is that not the question I asked earlier?
If you do this, it will send my people into more poverty. He gave reasons. Documents are out there. It's online now. We shared it. Now, after this, the king died. Since Ambode is governor, the son of that king came up. And there's an allegation that he's not even the one that should be a king. His brother ought to be a king, as he was a vice chairman. So he took up the throne. He became a king. That means it was imposed on Oworonshoki to take over the people's property and life. And how can we continue if our foundation, the foundation of this country, is built on lies? What legacy are the leaders of today given we coming behind? So if any government will do anything, let them take up responsibility that, oh, we've made error. This is how we want to correct it. So I cannot start suggesting to a government or to a people who haven't taken responsibility of their actions. So they must take responsibility first and now start profiling solution. The king is saying he does not know about it. First and foremost, I will say this. The king used NIWA. After that demolition of 2023, he used NIWA, National Inland Waterways Authority, saying that the people contravene so section of their regulation. Thanks to Amnesty International that came to the rescue of Oworonshoki then. People were saved from that. NIWA went back. The king later came up, faced the particular community and said, oh, that place is meant for our community shrine. They want to demolish. The people rose up. Then it was countered. The king came up again with LAPSCA, saying that they do not have certificate of completion, they do not have this, they do not have that. Then our question to LAPSCA was, is demolition the consequence of not having
Why
this
not
document?
give them time?
Then if you even give them time, how many houses in Lagos have this certificate?
That's true.
Go to Lagos Island. How many houses in Lagos Island have this certificate?
We are not trying here to defend that, because now not having the certificate is like you are opening their eyes. Oh yeah, go get your certificate. Demolition shouldn't be the
In fact, people work to getting their certificates. People that had CFO had their houses demolished. Yes.
So that means it's not about
the CFO.
it has a different intention.
There's a motive behind which we have uncovered. In fact, last 2 weeks we uncovered another estate. If you're going towards in Oworonshoki at the back, Good Land Church is there. At the back of the Good Land Church, they've sold another one there. They call it YP Homes and Properties. That one is dredging from the sea. It will dredge sand out to join in the community. Then they will demolish the community. They will enlarge their own coast. They start selling. The picture of the king is on the poster. It's online too. YP Homes and Properties. So these things, if you are taking land from the poor, you really want to send the poor away. You have to do the right thing.
Exactly.
So you know why you're talking, you mentioned about the community going further to make researches to find out exactly what is on the ground, because truly it's not what you're painting to the eyes of the viewers. It's actually what is going on. Now it's a very good thing, but in as much as so many has been discovered, there hasn't really been enough achievement to bring in to a stop exactly what is going on. So do you have any idea or what you think that should be done in order to bring these people out to bring this current ongoing demolition to a stop and give back the community what is theirs? Do you think there is something that can be done?
At the moment,
is it possible?
At the moment, it is the state against the people. The police had been signed into this because the commissioner of police kept saying some hoodlums, some miscreants, some unscrupulous element. These were the words he used. I have my master's in international law from Unilag. I studied mass communication. I've worked as a journalist. How do I suddenly become a hoodlum? And then a lot of people look at it. Just of recent, you will notice that you don't hear anything from Lapsky again. You're hearing from Lasura. Now, Lasura's duty is to go and develop slums in Lagos. But unfortunately, Lasura is the main agent of destruction of its own duty. You are meant to develop something.
It's like a parent, you know. Do you understand? It's like a parent. A parent has obligation to protect the child. Now the child the parent is supposed to protect, the parent is selling the child out. You know, that is what
Lasura wasn't even in the picture before, but as at the time they started talking about their compensation, they brought Lasura in. Lapska went dead. And decided they don't have any point now. They kept saying, the Minister of Commissioner for Environment kept saying those areas are inhabitable. Okay, if they are inhabitable for the people, if the structures they have built are wrong structures, you've demolished it. What happens to their land? You've penalized them for the demolition. Now, what happens to their land? Are you telling them to come and take certificate of foundation to come from the scratch and build now? Are you planning the community for themselves? For them? No, you're not. You are selling their properties out while the rightful owner are still living. We can't have a government, and people protested. People protested. You tagged them. You imprisoned them. You started doing all sorts of things.
Against the people.
It's so sad.
Now, you know, anyway, while we are trying to make this known out to the public, at the same time, we know that Oworonshoki may not just be the only government land for Lagos. So what do you have to say that other communities or other places that could be in danger of such thing in the future? What can you say they should start looking out for now to help protect themselves in the future?
Yes.
Because
is it to get their documentations right?
The situation is it's something like, I don't know how to put it, but it's becoming very, very
rampant.
And very rampant.
Yes.
You just wake up one morning, you see a demolition truck all over the
and
place.
It's not only affecting the landlords, it's affecting tenants. Because thousands of people are living in those houses with children.
That's the truth. Because you know why I'm not saying it's not affecting the landlords, but why I'm not putting so much emphasis on the landlord is that majorly of them has one way or the other connection with these same people. They are still loyalists to these people. So at the end of the day, people who suffers this thing are the tenants who pay for that money. You could be surprised someone has just renewed his rent and not have any money to pay the rent, and his house has been demolished. And maybe the landlord is aware that house is going to be demolished, and he never said anything.
The landlord too is helpless anyway. But
so sometimes some of them are helpless, and some too. You know, so I just want to know, moving forward,
okay,
what can you say to help other people who might find themselves in this situation?
Let me prepare the mind of Bariga, close to Third Mainland Bridge, the other side of Oworonshoki,
the other side.
Ilaje, Odunsi, they should also get ready. It's coming.
What do we can, like your organization now, you say take it back. Now, what do you do to help the people to take back what is rightfully theirs? Because we are warning now that Bariga, get ready. Elijah, this. So, is there anything your organization can do to help dialogue with the government, you know, to take back what belongs to the people, right, rather than the government or the, you know?
There is no number of appeal you can give to the wicked. It will fulfill what it wants. I'm not saying the government is wicked, but people could tell for themselves. Now, I have engaged in community organizing. I have sat with government representatives, but it's so sad that people in our government institutions or offices, the ministries, they are just boys. I mean boys and girls in quotes that cannot fulfill the obligation of the office, but the obligation of the Godfather who put them there. That's why you see the CP of Lagos saying what he had said on Third Mainland Bridge. The office of the CP had been reduced. So is the office, or let me say, so is are the offices in our government institutions. They've been reduced. So if I want to say, let us engage. Where are we engaging?
To ask you, because our time is we'll be rounding up very soon. Now, before, when they are demolishing, there are some certain public buildings you live, like schools, like churches, like mosque. But in this demolition, all these ones, they are pulled down. They pull down everything. So quickly answer that question so that we can.
Okay, if we say that some structures are meant to be left and they didn't leave them, it is because those structures or the activities they do there, churches, mosques, schools, they are not in the plan of their new estates. It's not in their agenda. It's not in their. The plans are there already. So in those, in fact, the Good Land Church, I'm saying it now, the Good Land Church in Nwaokolo, they questioned him in 2022 because the plan he had there is a big plan. They never expected. They questioned him. They saw that he was strong, and then they could not surmount him. They settled it with money, and they left his own area. They faced the poor. So the poor will be the ones to suffer this. So getting back to our engagement, or what can other communities do? Let us start organizing. Let the solution to Nigeria problem, I would say today, is to vote out wrong leadership. Is to vote out people that cannot represent the people, but they are godfathers. That's all.
So thank you, Honorable Opeyemi, for coming on the show. It's been, I don't even want the show to end, but because of our time, maybe we'll call you another time.
You will see developments coming up. You still have a lot to talk about.
All right. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for
and thank you, our viewers, for being with us on the show today. We have other programs. And if you are not able to watch us live, go to our YouTube channel, SuperScreen Television. It will be there so that you can air your views on what is happening in Oworonshoki and other parts of Lagos State. Thank you once again.
Thanks.
And thank you, Gift. Bye-bye for now, so you can just say farewell.
Thank you.
Before we go off. Your final words, please.
Well, I will only say this as my final word, that Nigerians should wake up and stop being the second-class citizens in the country of their own.
Of their own.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just am quite carried away with a lot of thoughts in my mind, but it's an honor to have our professor here, and we thank you for coming around, and thank you viewers for also watching. and keep up with us. My name remains Chukwunyama.
And I'm Gloria Oliseme. Thank you and bye.
Thank you.